Hi, I just finished Bakuman, and I guess I'm gonna review it today. This series kind of holds like a special place in my heart because, well, this is the only series as of now that I have completed. Um, but yeah, that really isn't gonna stop me from being harsh on it because I think most manga YouTubers are going pretty easy on Bakuman for what it really is. Honestly, it relies more on ridiculousness to reel you in, like the fact that the main character asks his crush to marry him. Wait for it. At age 14. 14. And guess what? They introduce so many new characters that you just lose sight of the main story because you think that the side stories are actually the main story. It gets really confusing, and by the end of it, there are so many characters that you can just take out of the story and nothing would change. Also, it's made by the two guys behind Death Note, so that has to reel you in. And well, apart from all these things, from the goods and the bads, there are a lot of things that I'd like to throw some light on. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell you the basics of the story as soon and as fast as possible. There are two main characters, Takagi and Mashiro. Mashiro was always great with art. We're actually told that he spent a lot of time, like a majority of his time, in creating art either at home or at school. We're actually shown in a scene that he is really used to sketching this girl in his class called Miho Azuki, while Takagi was a pretty decent writer himself. And we are told that he was actually thinking from a while to actually team up with an artist to make his own manga. Neither Takagi nor Mashiro were really friends, but one day Mashiro forgets his diary in his desk, which had Azuki's portraits in it. So he decides to go back to school to get that before anybody sees the portraits and, figures out the whole who has a crush on who thing. And well, guess what? Takagi's got the diary. And he's already been through it and he's already figured out who has a crush on who. After a little bit of blackmailing for the diary and a lot of convincing, Mashiro agrees to become the artist for Takagi's story and in all create their own first manga. Through a mutual friend, they get to know that Azuki is actually trying to be a voice actress, and then Takagi has a very weird idea, which is to go to her house and ask her to do the voice acting in an anime that doesn't even exist. Basically, what he was trying to do was that he wanted Azuki to do the voice acting for their anime when their manga gets an adaptation. While all these three are interacting, it's very clear that Azuki also has a crush on Mashiro. And while talking, Mashiro is really nervous and by mistake says whatever was in his head at that moment, which was to ask her to marry him. Miho gets super flustered and leaves. And of course, Mashiro goes like,
"Why did I have to say that? Who am I? What am I? Why am I?"
And then she says yes. For fuck's sake, you're 14! Go watch some Anohana or dance to some weird anime music or jerk off to some animated... Okay, we're getting sidetracked. Anyways, they agree to get married once this whole voice acting condition is met. And well, until then, Mashiro and Azuki aren't gonna go out with each other and aren't allowed to really meet each other. This first chapter is so ridiculous that you're really just gonna be like, let's see what happens. And well, that and the really good information about the manga industry just keeps you stuck to the manga till the end. I can literally guarantee that you're gonna binge read like the first 5 volumes all together, and well, then it just starts repeating itself and starts to just use cliche stuff to like prolong the series. And it gets really annoying after a point. Here's what I thought when I started the series. I bet this doesn't do the typical shonen stuff like, "Oh my god, you're so powerful, and because you killed my cousin's mother's brother's girlfriend's father's dog back when I was a child, I'm gonna get stronger and I'm gonna beat you one day." Well, guess what? The writer went,
"Another one.
and then,
Another one.
and then.
Another one."
It's so repetitive after like the first 5 volumes that all you want to say is,
Bloody!
to the idiots at My Anime is giving this a good rating. To be honest, the first 5 and the last 3 volumes are the best. And that too because there is a lot of really good information about the manga industry. But as time goes on, you just stop giving a shit about the main story because you know what is going to happen in the end and you're just waiting for it to happen. And it was very clear that the mangakas were just trying to prolong the series to earn a little bit more money because they knew that it is going to sell because they, created Death Note. To be honest, don't spend your money on this series because the likelihood of you dropping it is very, very high. I dropped it for Tokyo Revengers, One Piece, and JoJo. The only thing that brought me back to the series was the fact that I knew that Marshall and Azuki were gonna get together. I really wanted to see that. I'm a sucker for that stuff. That is probably what is going to really just keep you stuck. If I had to pinpoint one of the worst points about Bakuman, I would say there's too much fucking dialogue. A series starts to become unbearable when you just stop giving a shit, and then it becomes a whole new level of unbearable when there's literally a novel worth of dialogue to read through. And on the other hand, if I had to pinpoint the best part about Bakuman, I'd say it is the manga industry stuff and the Miho and Mashiro stuff, because that is very well done, very well written. And yeah, the last arc was great. The first 5 volumes were great, and I wish this was just like an 8-volume series. If I had to give you a rating, the story is a solid 7 out of 10, and the art is an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, it is a good read, but beware, you might drop it. I'm gonna see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
「燃やしてゆけ」